Hey folks, Merry Christmas to all, and I wanted to get this video up as inspired by Clack Click Bang and Tetsubo, some of the other folks that have been posting their collections, showcasing their RPG collections. And so I thought I would go through mine real quick with you guys and have you leave me your comments. So let's go ahead and get started here. The very end of the shelf is kind of difficult to see. It's real dark. I don't know that you can see that. But this is my Cinematic Unisystem collection back here. This is Angel Core Book, Army of Darkness, and Revised Buffy. And right here we have Call of Cthulhu 5th edition with Secrets of Morocco next to it. My Delta Green Countdown, and Eyes Only. I have Targets of Opportunity, but I only have it in PDF format right now. Call of Cthulhu D20, and back in there is Cold City. Cyberpunk 2020, very fun game, haven't got to play it in a while. Deadlands Reloaded, which is the Savage Worlds edition with the Flood campaign sourcebook. And then this is GURPS Old West, which I don't have GURPS anymore, but I just use it as a sourcebook for Deadlands. Cool information in there. Deadlands, what am I talking about? Dresden Files, Your Story and Our World. This is really interesting. This is probably the only D&D book I still have anymore, which is The Bestiary of Dragons and Giants. It's an adventure module, or rather a series of adventures for D&D Basic. And one of my very favorite D&D adventures is in that book. Ran it several times with great success. Furry Pirates, very interesting game. I read a review on it a while ago, several years ago, and sounded really interesting, and I just happened across it by chance at my FLGS at one time and had to pick it up. I wouldn't use the game system itself, but it's pretty interesting information in there. Kobolds Ate My Baby. Can't really see that. Kobolds Ate My Baby in there, too dark. And Lacuna, tucked way back there. Mutants and Masterminds Annual, Nocturnals, which is a Mutants and Masterminds sourcebook, setting sourcebook. Noir, Time of Crisis, with the revised Time of Crisis booklet tucked back there. Omnivex, that's an interesting one. Mutants and Masterminds / Hero System setting sourcebook, and one that I actually did some writing for. I wrote several of the character write-ups for that. Pirates of the Spanish Main, 2 copies of the Savage Worlds Explorers Edition book, Serenity role-playing game, Spirit of the Century, my 2 remaining Star Wars Saga Edition sourcebooks, Knights of the Old Republic and Force Unleashed. Sundered Skies for Savage Worlds, Toon Universal Tour Guide, Unknown Armies, some of my Warhammer books, Old World Bestiary, Realms of Sorcery, Tome of Salvation, and the 7th edition of the Warhammer Battle Game rulebook, not because I play the battle game, but because it's there for reference material, for background material, and for art references. And my Dark Sun box set, my Star Wars D6 Introductory Adventure Game box set, and then some spillover stuff here, mostly magazines. This is all the Dragon magazines that I'd kept, the Star Wars Gamer magazines, a couple of How to Draw books, the old D6 Star Wars Adventure Journals, a couple of them anyway. And then let's go into the office. Let's take a look at where the other random stuff is strewn about. In this box, we have some PDFs, we have a bunch of character sheets and just random loose papers for various games, as well as stuff that I've put into binders. This is my Warhammer reference binder. This is my Rysis binder. I call it my Rysis binder, but in truth it actually contains not only Rysis, but several other back pocket RPGs. Stuff I like to carry around just in case, that sort of thing. And there seemed to be crap on top of this book, but whatever. Not actual crap, hopefully. Barbarians of Lemuria, Basic Action Superheroes, And this box primarily, let's see if I can get some light on it, primarily contains Star Wars source books. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see that. It's awfully dark. Apologize for that. You know what? Let me turn this light on over here. There we go. That's much better. So several GM screens back there, but the Dark Strider campaign campaign box set. And I'm not going to go through all these because there's a lot of them. But these are all my Star Wars supplements for the D6. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, and Star Wars. And here we got a copy of Twerps. And this is interesting, actually. I used to have this introductory adventure game for D&D 2nd edition, and I had a lot of fun with it. It was one of the earlier times GMing the game, and I kept the audio CD. I've since kind of either sold or lost most of the other booklets and components and figures and stuff, but I kept the audio CD because it's really cool. It kind of brings back some fond memories of that. We had a lot of fun with those adventures. And then this is a little town map that goes with that introductory game. And just a couple other random adventure booklets and stuff like that. My some Warhammer stuff tucked over here. These are Savage Worlds templates, but that's for the Warhammer Magic for the battle game. Got some cool cards and stuff like that, templates in there that are useful for the RPG. And my Warhammer 3rd edition stuff, which really just consists of the core box set and the Adventurer's Toolkit. Haven't really had the money to continue investing in that particular game line, but it's interesting. I'll talk more about that in my actual review, which is hopefully coming up soon. And finally, a little stack over here, just for reference, a quick reference. This is my Warhammer 2nd edition core book, Sigmar's Heirs, which I just picked up yesterday from a half-price books for $7, and it is in pristine condition, like it just came out of the warehouse. So that was pretty cool. And Star Wars D6 role-playing game core book, and then all the rest of this is Warhammer Fantasy Battle Army books for reference purposes for the RPG. And this right here is the art book for Warhammer Online, the MMO. I use it for art reference purposes more than anything. I don't really play the MMO anymore, or any MMO for that matter. Beasts of Chaos, Dark Elves, Dwarves, High Elves, Hordes of Chaos, Ogre Kingdoms, which I picked up not too long ago, Orcs and Goblins, Skaven, Vampire Counts, and Wood Elves, and there's one more. Oh yeah, Champions of Chaos. So, hope you enjoyed taking a quick look through my collection with me. Not much to see, as you can tell, but I kind of like that in a way. I just have been trying to get rid of a bunch of games that I didn't use anymore, that were just taking up space and causing clutter. So let me know what you think. Leave me some comments if there's anything that you noticed was absent from my shelf, or if there was something that you saw that you're curious about, you'd like to know a little bit more about. Feel free to let me know. Happy holidays, guys. Bye.